everybody, welcome back to Goodale Farm. So today, a little basic training, instructional video on how to vacuum a pool. Those who have a pool, this is probably too basic for you, but in case you're interested, that's today's video. All right, some basic information. The main power of a vacuum is your pool pump that will suck the water from the pool and actually circulate it through the filter, and then it will go back into the pool. So a pool vacuum is no different than, say, a household vacuum. It works on suction, but in this case, there has to be water in the line in order to facilitate it going through the pump. You have a vacuum hose that would attach to a vacuum head, which we'll have over here on one end, and that head will go into the pool on a pole. I'll do that in a little bit. And then the other end will attach to the skimmer, which is on the other end of this pump over in the pool. All right, the first step is to take that vacuum head, put it on the pole, take the end of the hose, put it on that vacuum head, and then take it while it's all together and actually put it in the pool and have this submerged underwater. All right, with the vacuum head submerged underwater and the majority of the hose in the pool, I'm going to take this end and press it up against the exhaust port to push the water through the hose, and if I get all the air out of the hose, the head of the vacuum will want to rise up, but once all the air is out, it will then go back down. All right, with all the air out of the hose, what I'll do is I'll actually walk the hose over while it's under, actually I crawl it because I'm on my knees. Put this end of the hose underwater, crawl it over to where the skimmer is. I'll attach the skimmer attachment while it's underwater all along the way, trying to avoid as much water going in as possible. And then quickly put it on the skimmer so it starts sucking the water up. I can't overemphasize. Don't let a lot of air into that hose, otherwise, no bueno. All right, we're pretty close to start vacuuming now because I got everything attached, water in the hose, water's being sucked up by the filter. Now what I'm going to do is just do some adjustments on the actual pump itself so that the majority of the suction comes out of this particular port. There's 4 ports in my pool. We got 1, we got 2 on the other side there, and then there's 2 in the middle. So what I do is I shut these 3 off and I focus on this one here. So this step may not be necessary for all pools. The pools I've had in the past just had 1 source of suction, so that's fine. But in this case, I have, and I marked them off here, these 2 coming up. One is for the bottom ports in the pool, and the other one is for the far skimmer across the yard, or kind of more towards the yard. And this one here I marked as garage skimmer. So here's a ball valve, and this says off here. So what I do is I just turn it, and it shuts those off, and the primary suction is coming out of this garage skimmer. All right, once that's set, it's just a matter of going around and vacuuming up the debris. And there's a couple ways of doing that. If you're in a rush like me, you go through and you get the things you're able to see. However, if you have a little bit more time, you would be thorough and go back and forth and even do the walls and the corners, the cracks and crevices, because sometimes things get caught in there, or that's a place where algae and stuff can grow. But today, it's the quick vacuum. And depending on your situation, you may have somebody like George here who likes to throw toys in the pool and cause a distraction. George is a good boy. He's a good boy. But all fun aside, he enjoys that. let me get going to the vacuum and take care of this. Okay, I made myself around the pool a couple times, got the majority of it out. This time of year, it's really hard to keep pools clean because the leaves are coming off the tree, grass is blowing in from cutting the grass, and look at this. Georgie throws things like that in the pool, has all kinds of stuff on it. You kind of do best efforts here. All right, so with all that taken care of, now we want to remove the vacuum, in effect, reverse the steps that we did earlier. So what I do is I put this on low, because when I go to yank the vacuum out, I want minimum suction. Otherwise, it's really hard to pull it up. So in this case, I put the valve back to have all areas getting suction. And then I turn this from, mine has a 3-position, economy, clean, and boost. I do it on clean. Boost is too much suction. So I put it on economy, which slows it way down, and I have all ports open. So you can see with the lack of suction, that had kind of popped up. So underneath is the basket with all the leaves and debris that I need to empty out. Okay, with it emptied out, I like to put a chlorine tablet in there. Why not, right? All right, that's back, ready to go. Put the cover on, and I'm going to wrap up the hose and put that all back where it needs to go. Okay, so everything's put away, tucked away. I put the filter back on for cleaning. And there's one more step you got to do. Woo. Georgie, you know, there's a lot of ways to get in the pool, but the ladder and the stairs aren't one of them. Have a good day, everybody.